In this video, we are solving a problem from the screw gauge. Screw gauge is, first of all, you need to know, is a device who is able to measure things accurately up to 1 by 100th of millimeter or 0.01 millimeter. That is called least count of the screw gauge. Here it is given that the least count of the screw gauge is, of course, given in centimeters. If I have to convert this in centimeters, I have to say 0.01, 1 millimeter equal to 1 by 10th of centimeter. So its value becomes 0.001 centimeter. The same is given for you. So that is nothing special. That's even if he has not given the same in the NEET 2018, you shall take that for granted. Then how do you measure a reading using a screw gauge is, you will keep the device whose thickness or diameter you want to calculate between these two spindle and anvil or whatever you call it, like hands, something like that. After keeping that there, you keep these things tight by adjusting this. By moving that, we keep that tight. Then to measure the reading, there are two things to be counted. This is called something like main scale or a pitch scale, and this is a kind of a round scale which is called circular scale. That circular scale is divided into 100 parts, and each part is 100 parts together is 1 millimeter. That means when you complete one round, when circle is completed, that circular scale moves actually only by 1 millimeter. So that gives a part of millimeter reading. So the total reading, to find out the reading of or the thickness, total reading, we can use a formula called something like main scale reading, which is also called as pitch scale reading, plus circular scale coincidence. Literally, he will give something like it has coincided with 25 divisions. So here, with this 0, there will be some kind of a reading. Here it is showing some kind of coincidence. This coincidence is given for you in the problem. This has to be with this 0, 25. So circular scale reading or coincidence multiplied by the least count of the device. That gives you two parts of the reading. But in this problem, there is another part also. That another part is, it has a zero error. What I mean by zero error is, this zero of the main scale is not exactly coincide with the zero of the circular scale at the starting of the experiment. It is showing it is having minus 0.004 centimeter. That means this zero is not coincided with this zero, rather it is coincided with the 4. It is having a minus. So as it is having a minus, as a correction, we have to add that zero error. As this is a minus, we have to add the same, or else you can say in another way something like minus of zero reading, zero error. Right? So let us see how do you measure that. It was given that the main scale reading is 5 millimeter, right? But I want to calculate it in centimeters because all the data is in centimeters. So 5 millimeter will become 0.5 centimeter. That is the main scale reading. Circular scale coincidence is given as 25, and the least count is also given in centimeters. That is 25 into 0.001. So this also becomes automatically centimeters. Minus correction. Correction is given as minus 0.004 centimeter. This minus of minus becomes automatically plus. So if you calculate that, this is 0.5 centimeter. This is 0.025 centimeter. This minus of minus becomes plus, that is 0.004 centimeter. So when you add all of them, it will become 0.529 centimeter. That is the the reading or else the diameter of that ball. He has given it like ball. So that ball will be having this much of diameter. So while we are our thickness. So while we are calculating this, we shall understand basic things like screw gauge will have a least count that is actually fixed. To measure the total reading, we have to say main scale reading or pitch scale reading plus subtler scale coincidence multiplied by least count and minus of if at all is there any error is there or a zero error is there. That's the main things that you need to understand. That's it. Thank you for watching.